Did you know the only certification that Warren Buffett has in his office is a 1957 certificate of completion on a Dale Carnegie communication class?
Interesting. Of all the accolades Warren Buffett, I'm sure, has, that's what he's proud to hang.
He's proud to hang it because he says that if you know how to speak, your bottom line profits can increase as much as 50% just being able to talk.
I totally agree. I totally believe that. How did you do in speech class in high school and college?
I think a little above average, maybe a B+. How about you?
Oh, I had A's.
Shocker.
Was it fun? Did you enjoy speech class?
I did enjoy speech class, but once I understood the value of being good at presenting, it made it a lot more interesting to me. In fact, 30% of the economy is determined by your ability to persuade someone or have someone agree to the way you think about something.
You know, back in high school, Mrs. Chelmo was my speech coach. She was my speech teacher, and she was one heck of a speech teacher. She was intense and demanding, but so valuable in my life. She taught me some things that I still use today when I'm presenting anywhere. The most important for me is to keep things simple. You know, there's a lot of depth in the world, there's a lot of theory, there's a lot of research, but I can never remember those details when I need it most. So my goal in any presentation that I give is to take those deep concepts and make it simple. Make it deliver it, I should say, in a way that makes it easy for you to remember when you need it most. How about you? What are some of your tips and tricks that you've learned?
Simplicity is probably the number one thing. But I would say also that when you teach using stories.
Oh, yes.
A great biblical teacher a couple thousand years ago taught all of his lessons in parables and metaphors, telling stories. So when you're able to tell a story into a speech, you're actually bringing your audience with you as they narrate that story in their brain.
Because they're thinking of stories anyway.
Absolutely. So
May as well give them one.
So they'll be present in the moment. I think the other thing that I would do is that I want to create an experience by doing something unexpected. In other words, break a cadence. They say the death of a speaker occurs because you're doing everything else other speakers are doing.
So you're doing it the same.
Exactly the same. So by breaking a cadence, you're separating yourself from the masses.
Oh, like you dropped your drawers at last week's presentation.
I did drop my drawers.
It got attention.
That's one way of making sure they don't forget who I am.
Come grow with us. Come learn with us. Come develop into a strong leader.